Bobby Dean, and you're watching Dante's
Boxing Nation.
Boxing Nation.
Now, I would assume that the majority of us have common sense to already know this, but for the ones that don't know this, there is a difference between somebody laughing with you and laughing at you. And unfortunately for Shakur Stevenson, he might not know the difference. So the Ring makes a video, which they get Shakur Stevenson to participate in, and they direct him to read comments from race fans on the internet dissing him, talking about how boring he is, talking about how they can't stand to watch him fight, etc., etc., etc. Now, the one good thing about this video is Shakur Stevenson, he got an opportunity to show the boxing world how these race fans actually look. In other words, he's reaffirming that these type of comments come from a particular demographic. We know what time it is. So as you guys can see on the screen right here, the Ring, they use this photo right here as the thumbnail, and the caption reads, "Mean tweets with Shakur Stevenson." You know, they almost make it sound like this is a new segment that they're doing on their page with boxers in general. But that turned out to not be the case because they only made this type of video about Shakur. So here's the thing. Shakur Stevenson, he's fighting on a card promoted by the Ring. Now, and I'm not a boxing promoter, but I think we all know that it would be pretty counterproductive to mislead or convince boxing fans that Shakur Stevenson is not even worth watching. And once again, you don't need no boxing promoter license to know this. And understand, guys, this is a pay-per-view event. It's not for free. This just goes to show you the Ring in general, they have so much disdain for Shakur Stevenson that they would rather go against their own interests, even if it's at the expense of less people tuning in to watch this fight, just because they personally wanted to get a real good laugh out of telling Shakur Stevenson on some NWA type shit. Here's what they think about you. They sitting over here saying to each other, "Man, I can't wait to see Shakur Stevenson's face when he reads these comments because he thinks he's so good. He thinks he's so athletic. He's got all that rhythm and coordination. He makes these fights look so easy. And yeah, he's most likely going to beat the hell out of William Zepeda, but at least we got to tell him what we thought about him." You see, guys, this is all therapeutic for them. It's all therapeutic. When you keep seeing the people that you want to lose so badly continue to win and win and win, if you can't beat them, the only thing you can do is insult them. Do you guys remember what the race fans were saying right after Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao? As soon as he beat Manny Pacquiao, they started talking about, "Oh, the fight was so boring. It was a terrible fight, etc., etc. Boxing is dead." This is what they kept saying, right? Boxing is dead. But during the actual fight, you didn't hear rains of boos. It wasn't until the decision was announced. That's when they start saying, "Oh, it was boring. It was terrible. Boxing is dead now." Oh yeah, boxing is dead for you because your team lost. You're heartbroken. You want to cry. You don't want to live anymore. So I feel your pain. Now let's get back to the Ring dissing Shakur Stevenson. Here's another really good rhetorical question for you guys. How come they didn't do this little segment on mean comments when it comes to Berlanga's comment section on the internet? Have you read the comments and the stuff that they're saying about Berlanga? How come they haven't made a video yet with Berlanga reading these comments? The level of disrespect toward Shakur Stevenson is on a whole different level. I mean, the Ring is HBO on steroids. They are willing to sabotage their own pay-per-view event just to diss Shakur Stevenson. So Shakur, he leaves Top Rank to deal with this. Remember, Shakur, he said Top Rank, they don't F with black fighters. Boy, talk about the lesser of two evils. Now, when I tried to tell Shakur what time it was, he turned around and dissed me. And by the way, that was way before he came out and publicly said that Top Rank don't F with black fighters. And he said that Floyd Mayweather told him that long time ago. But when I personally told him that, he dissed me for saying it. Me and Shakur Stevenson have had personal conversations that I haven't shared with you guys. Now, when it comes to Shakur saying that Top Rank don't F with black boxers, remember, guys, this was kind of around the time that Terrence Crawford actually sued Top Rank for racial bias. Top Rank, they had the Michael Jordan of the sport, Terrence Crawford, and they treated him the same way HBO treated Floyd Mayweather. That's why Terrence Crawford left Top Rank. And ever since he left, he's been getting all of the fights that he's always wanted. He got the Errol Spence fight, and now he's getting the Canelo Alvarez fight.
And my last question for you, obviously you're becoming a free agent. Bob said if he would talk to you about individual fights. He mentioned Spence, he mentioned Josh Taylor. Is there any individual fight out there that appeals to you more than others? And secondly, when do you make the decision? How do you kind of go through it and come up with your decision?
Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already. Bob couldn't secure me the Spence fight when I was with him. So how you going to secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, I'm moving forward with my career right now, and I wish everybody the best.
I truly don't understand why the Ring magazine is doing this, and I don't understand why Turki Al-Sheikh is allowing the Ring to do this, because Turki is the one investing all of the money when it comes to this card. And no matter how they try to mislead people, we all know Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda is the main event, regardless of what they say and in what order they put the fights in. Hamza Shiraz is coming off of a loss, and Berlanga just recently came off of a loss against Canelo Alvarez. Neither one of them have ever even come close to selling the amount of tickets that Shakur Stevenson has sold when he has been the main event. And Hamza Shiraz is a boxer that moves around the ring. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He usually relies on counterpunching and using his height and his reach as an advantage to keep his opponents at a distance. Hamza Shiraz, he moves around the ring way more than Shakur Stevenson does. In Shakur's last two fights, Shakur was the aggressor. Hamza Shiraz, he fought on his back foot the entire night against Carlos Adames. And when Berlanga was fighting against Canelo Alvarez, he had a safety-first approach the entire night. He feels he got a moral victory by not getting knocked out. So there is absolutely no way you can justify Hamza Shiraz versus Berlanga being in the main event over Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. We know when it comes to William Zepeda, he only fights one way. He comes forward, he throws punches, and he does not have the best defense, which means his style is tailor-made for Shakur Stevenson to put on the best performance. But at the same time, it's possible that Shakur Stevenson could get caught with something because of William Zepeda's aggression. Now, I'm not saying that Shakur is as good as a Floyd Mayweather, but this is Shakur's Floyd Mayweather versus Artur Gatti moment. And the truth is, the Ring, they know that as well, but they're trying their best to discredit the fight because they already feel that Shakur Stevenson, he's going to win this fight. And if the wrong guy is going to win, then that means boxing is dead. Let them tell it. But trust me, let William Zepeda pull off the upset and watch how they praise this fight as the greatest fight of all time. Because the only way this fight is not going to be boring in their eyes is if Shakur Stevenson loses. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Listen, guys, I want to sincerely thank everyone who has shared my videos. It's really important because I really want the whole truth to reverberate. And I want to really thank you guys that have supported my Cash App because it goes a long way. It really helps me pump out more videos on a consistent basis. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, Visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.